In part 2, Britten Sinfonia will be joined by 2 narrators and a solo baritone for a performance of a new work by the composer and professor of music here at the University of Birmingham, Michael Zev Gordon. A kind of haunting shines a light on the wartime experience of Michael's grandparents and explores how and why the suppressed memories of the Holocaust create such a hold on the generations that follow.
My father, he never spoke to me about Janov, the shtetl where he was born in far eastern Poland. He never spoke to me about his father. He never spoke to me about the past. Far, far away.
What have we inherited?
Long, long ago.
Shadows, echoes, silences, fragments and images.
And right now.
Imaginings reverberating throughout our lives. It is not memory, but it feels like memory. Rather, it is post-memory. We remember things we have not ourselves experienced. We remember their stories more vividly than our own. Whose story is it?
I see my father sitting apart, silent, reading his newspaper. I still feel his silence.
Trauma that survives the survivor. Overwhelming the present. Hijacking the future.
When they talked in Polish, my father and mother,
some of them spoke, others said nothing.
It was so we, the children, could not understand what they said.
But did they not communicate in other ways? Did they not transmit their fear and guilt? Anxiety and need? Courage and resilience?
Polish was the language from another place. Mysterious, dark. Impossibly distant. But there, on the table, his borscht, his salt cucumbers.
There's a little wooden house.
He never spoke about leaving Poland in '39, my father. How he was cut off from his parents. How he couldn't go back to them. in Warsaw, in Janov, in hiding,
But I'm not sure if we tried, we'd be able to tell their story. All we hold are flashes of imagery, emanations, broken refrains. A wonderful gift and a relentless curse.
Where am I from? A leafy suburban childhood. But I'm also the son of a father from Janov. Guilt-ridden because he hadn't been there.
Our parents, survivors, some broken, some defiant. They tried to raise us, but prematurely old, we knew we needed to care for them. Can our life heal? But where's our life in all of this?
But I'm also the grandson of Grandfather Zalman, shot dead in an impossibly distant forest. An impossibly distant grandfather in black and white.
Our grandparents, with them it's different, less wounding, less anxious. There's more desire to know, but it's all in pieces. But there's more freedom to imagine, to grapple with the ghosts that refuse to rest.
He never spoke about Janov.
But aren't we the ghosts bringing memory back to places of absence?
I had to go and find it myself. In color. Yet still in black and white. And there was a tiny kerchiefed woman and her little wooden house, saying, "This is where the Jews used to live." Which Janov do I remember?
There's a little wooden house where no one lives anymore, where the shadows of the lost are climbing the walls, where old sorrows never stop, the clock chimes now.
But Aunt Krisha, she did speak about Zalman. I was by her bedside in Rio, in exile. The walls covered in Polish forests, in rabbis and snow.
We travel through time and space on journeys of return. We go back to places where we've never been. We bring children, grandchildren. We want them to see. To know.
His timber yard, the sandy streets, the Jewish houses, all wooden. They had the first telephone in the shtetl. My father playing on the roof. Zalman traveling to the cities for work, the wild cherries, the marshes. When they left Janov for Warsaw.
We touch their tile stoves, feeling the warmth of past times. We look out of their windows. We smell the linden trees. We retrace their steps of long, long ago. Did the cock crow at the same pitch? Did the dogs bark as loudly?
Only Babcha, my grandmother, her memoir in Yiddish. Only she held the gate wide open for me.
I saw silence, not your silence. Called to travel the vast, wide distance. Stooped beneath weight you can never touch. You must meet loss at last. Keening loss, her trails have veiled to the gate. Spreads wide her arms. Wszystko w porządku. the dark. Blood in the stream, blood on the tongue. Old words from her mouth like salt, and you'll taste salt. Wszystko w porządku.
When I first go to Poland,
There are plaques
my father says, why would you want to go there?
and memorials.
But when I come home, he says, Wszystko w porządku? Is everything okay?
There are photographs, maps, faded yellow stars.
Never before had he spoken a word of Polish to me.
We read letters of appeal. We listen to their testimonies. So we might learn.
Cousin Bronek says we must translate Babcia's memoirs.
So we might learn. There are ceremonies carrying memories of injustice into the future. There are guardians of memory. So we might remember.
But my father never spoke about it. Nobody ever spoke about what she wrote. Never.
Their story is now ours to hold, so it may not happen again. We guard our memory and meaning, ensure it is not misused. So it may not happen again.
And yet, it sometimes almost suffocates me. Can't we put it all aside? But how can we? How can I? When the war came, Babcia writes, the family fled from Warsaw back to Janov. Then the Red Army came. They had to flee again. Now with Krisha's fiancé, Dr. Kawa, a vet, to a place no one ever spoke of.
Sights of life, sights of death.
Rutki Kosaki.
We need to go there. Fields and forests that bear silent witness.
Rutki Kosaki. I have to go there.
Cemeteries and mass graves. We have to go there. to work out how to mourn. Pebbles on overgrown tombstones, we leave a mark. We were there.
And here we are with my sons, and with Renata the guide, driving to Rutki, past the fields they saw, the villages they saw, and it's right now pressing in. And I remember something that someone told me 1,000 years ago. Whose memory is it?
Death, unlit, skull, broken bones, stones on stones. Who must hold the dust? Who will not drop the weight of night unfolding? Who wanders the orchard, a family of bones, limbs bowed with purple plums? Who maps the forest of unforgetting? Trenches long, falling like children falling, like years falling, like light falling, like worlds falling, wounds in the earth, cracks in the sky.
Renata says, let's start with the priest, who says he knows nothing. But then he sends us to the old mayor's widow, with her ancient plum trees. And maybe she remembers the name Kawa? Yes. And today's mayor is there, and he takes us to the hardware store, once the Jewish study house. And it starts to come alive. It reawakens. And and the store owner says, "Go to the vet's house, there's only one, and it has the orchard, just as Butcher writes." But no, it was opened after the war. So why not see the retired vet? Maybe he'll know. And yes, maybe, yes. Yes, and suddenly there's Dad telling me tales before bed. Yes, of Pee-Pee the chicken and Peepo the duck. Far away in the Pripet marshes. At first, no, but then, maybe yes, let's go to the outskirts, where the vet used to be. Yes! And I told the tales, retold long ago to my children. And there we are. Right now. The last place Zalman stayed. Shut up, broken windowed, overrun. So still, no one ever spoke of it.
But what have we learned? And what of all this pain have we been able to repair?
There's a little wooden house inside my head, where I strain to hear the voices of the dead, where the nettles of the past grow free and tall, and the plum tree stands all bare beside the wall. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Though the little wooden house is surely gone, I can hear the children wailing through this song. Who can I save? Who knows my name? Am I too late to find the little wooden house beyond the gate? Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. The garden of the past is overgrown, and it sleeps beneath a forest full of bones. I was not here, yet here I am beside the door, and the silence isn't silence anymore. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie,
then it came. They came. And Butcher says they ran to the main square. And now we're there, where they were. Did my father know any of these things?
After so much time, so much forgetting, so much change, what is knowledge?
Can you ever move on if you keep looking back? Can you ever move on if you don't look back? He never spoke to me about these things.
What is acknowledgement?
He never spoke.
What is justice?
And they ran to a Jewish house on the square to be safe. But no, she says they were screaming wildly, gangs, in a state of fury, ransacking, destroying. They beat me with a rope, and Zalman with a piece of wood like a hammer. And after every blow, I was covered with yet more blood. And we're there, on the square. It runs through me, pulls at me. My father never spoke to me about this.
When are we done? We've spent decades researching, reading memoirs and accounts, poring over maps and postcards, writing about places that can no longer be found on any atlas in today. We've stared at photos in faded pictures, trying to touch a world long ago destroyed. We've recalled histories we don't ourselves remember.
So they ran once more to Zambruf. And nobody ever spoke of Zambruf. And we find a man on a bench in the square. It's where the Jews used to be, he says. He knows. They still all know. It's the roundup square. 4 a.m. We stood there for 6 hours, said Babcha. Now it's just a quiet square. It's always quiet now, where it happened then. Maybe Babcha never knew what finally happened to Zalman. Maybe Krisha never wanted to know what happened. Maybe Dad never asked.
The shadow.
What happened after the screaming? After the selection? After she was separated from him? After the crying? After their voices seemed to reach the sky. How he was taken to the station and loaded onto another lorry and taken to another village, Shumovo, to the courtyard by the church. And I walk in the courtyard. I walk where he walked. And he was loaded into one more lorry. And I watch him being loaded into the lorry and taken to Klonovo Forest near Shanshnik. All these places that my father never spoke of, that nobody spoke of. Deep, deep into the forest. Down the track we went. Down the track he went.
We've borne witness to the life before the destruction, are we done? To the stories of hiding, exile, deportation, are we done? And we visited the sites. Are we done?
And now we see where it happened. The outline of the trench. A ready-made pit. Still here. Still here. Still here. After all the years of pressing down and growing over, but also a memorial stone. Finally here. Finally here. Finally here. Might it lay them to rest?
Can we come to rest?
So quiet. It's always so quiet now, where it happened then. Never have I felt so far away, so long ago, so right now.
Still the shadows, forever moving, overgrown and grave the garden, the waiting gate, the blight of time, What lies beyond? Who holds the light? Find only grief and pine and press of stone, green clock, white bones, eternal soul of loss and longing, 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 longing. They will not wake. Too much to hold, too much to hold the echoes, echoes, and the ghosts remember and release, remember and release. What will it take? Can you look up? Can you look up? The forest holds its mist. It breathes into the trees. The morning awaits. The years are changing shape. They slip your grasp. They hold the distance. They turn to glass, to glass. Now, right now, can your shadows come to rest? Now, right now, right now, right now, can you hold the light? Step to the gate.
What will it take? The The past comes back to haunt us when we least expect it.
Things that are pressed down, press up.
What will it take in times of crisis? The memories that aren't memories resurface and resonate across geographies and generations. What will it take?
Things that are pushed away, push back.
Fear and terror spread. Annihilation looms. For those who are there, and for those who are not there.
There he is. I see him through a glass mountain. There and not there.
It could have been our story.
Pressing against the glass mountain.
But it is not our story. It is theirs. We were not there.
Far, far away.
We were not there.
Long, long ago.
We were not there.
Can I let him go? Can I leave him to rest? Even as old darkness rises up,
can we leave them there? Can we leave them to rest? And can memories that aren't memories be for hope, for justice?
can I let him go?
And can past sufferings not justify new sufferings?
Can I leave him to rest?
Can we leave them to rest?
Far, far away.
Long, long ago.
Can I?
Can we?
And right now.
80 years after the end of the Second World War, the composer Michael Zev Gordon considers how the Holocaust continues to affect the lives of the descendants of those who were killed. You've been listening to A Kind of Haunting, played here at the Elgar Concert Hall at the University of Birmingham and on BBC Radio 3 by Britten Sinfonia. The baritone was James Newby, the narrators Allan Corduner and Louisa Clein, and the conductor was Jonathan Berman.